What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to Sportskeeda MMA News. Losing to him or Jake Paul would destroy Conor McGregor's legacy, says Logan Paul. Julianna Pena dismisses Amanda Nunes' excuse of knee surgery for title loss. Ali Abdelaziz wants Kamaru Usman to brush aside loyalty for Israel Adesanya and aim for three-weight glory. Anthony Smith shares his views on why Dominic Reyes is taking longer to recover than him from defeat to Bones. Logan Paul and KSI joke about Dana White. What did they say? Find out in today's edition of Sportskeeda MMA News. Hey Jake, are you trying to fight Conor McGregor? We haven't noticed. Jake Paul has been calling out everyone that has a name bigger than himself as he continues to sharpen his boxing skills. He most recently knocked out Tyron Woodley with a shot that shocked the world. We believe you, Jake. You're more than just a Disney kid. If there's anyone that believes in Jake as much as Jake, it's his brother Logan, who recently said during an interview with fellow YouTuber True Geordie, either myself or Jake will fight McGregor. Same with Conor. Too much money to ignore. You're not taking a crazy risk, right? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I mean, if Conor McGregor loses to either Jake or I, that's tough. That's a legacy destroyed. The Notorious is known for his boxing skills in the UFC, and though his professional boxing debut against Floyd Mayweather didn't go his way, he did enough to impress everyone watching. He hasn't competed in boxing since, but he sure has been training like he wants to step into the squared circle again. Logan believes that McGregor's power would be mitted against them given their size advantage. His brother Jake fully believes this too. When recently speaking with TMZ, he said, Conor is on a downhill spiral. His limbs are all broken, so stand-up game, I'm coming out and knocking him out first round. If I win, then Dana has to increase the minimum a fighter pay. If I lose, then they can take all the money and whatever, and so be it. But I know I can beat Conor. What do you think about this potential fight? Let us know in the comments. Was Amanda Nunes compromised going into her UFC 269 defeat against Julianna Pena? Well, the Venezuelan vixen isn't buying it. This fight took place in December of last year, and after Pena was able to submit Lioness, she claimed UFC gold in what is regarded as one of the biggest upsets in MMA history. Was Nunes at 100% though? When being interviewed by ESPN, the former champion said that she entered the fight with knee injuries and they played a role in her being defeated. Of course, Pena heard this and offered her rebuttal on Spokane's CBS affiliate KREM2.
I've had 2 knee surgeries, 1 on each knee, and so I've never used, me getting choked unconscious, I was like, oh, it was because of my knees, you know what I mean? So you got to say whatever you can to motivate yourself and to pump yourself up and to sleep at night so that you can say, yes, it was my knees and next time I'm going to get it done. So you got to say whatever you got to say, and I understand that.
Pena has not shied away from speaking her mind and letting the world know exactly how confident she is. After defeating a fighter as dangerous as Amanda Nunes, the confidence is very warranted. However, Pena's confidence may not have rubbed off on many people as she believes that she'll still be the underdog going into her rematch against Nunes at UFC 277. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any MMA news. You know the common movie trope claiming that friendship is stronger than anything? Well, Ali Abdelaziz isn't about it. Well, not at least when there are 3 UFC titles on the line. He thinks that the friendship between Israel Adesanya and Kamaru Usman is holding the Nigerian nightmare back as he looks to secure an elite status in the sport. He's already the top pound-for-pound fighter, but what he's not is a triple-weight world champion. This is a feat that has not been reached in the sport, but if anyone were to do it, it looks like it could be Usman. In response to Chael Sonnen's mention of Usman bypassing middleweight and jumping to light heavyweight for a title fight, manager Ali Abdelaziz tweeted, "Yes, but I disagree with him. I think he should fight 185 pounds. He can be 3 division champions, but I think him and Izzy, they will fight for big money." Adesanya and Usman are 2 of 3 champions of African origin in the UFC, the third being that really scary dude, also known as heavyweight champ Francis Ngannou. The right dollar sign has prompted friends to fight before though, so Ali may be onto something. To make the task seem even more ambitious, Usman will need to defeat Leon Edwards for this all to be even considered. Usman and Edwards competed back in 2015, which saw Usman steal a decision victory. However, they're both very different fighters now than they were back then. Do you think Usman and Adesanya should fight if the price is right? Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified anytime we drop a new video. Anthony Smith and Dominic Reyes both are fighters that have challenged Jon Jones for the light heavyweight title. Smith was handily defeated, while many believe that Reyes should have walked away with the belt after going 5 rounds with Jones. Regardless, Lionheart believes that there's an after effect to fighting Bones. Smith believes that a fight against Jon Jones often leads to some seriously needed recovery time and that fighters may not return the same. He refers to this as the Jon Jones effect. When talking to the Schmo, he offered some insight.
It's kind of that Jon Jones effect, man. He's kind of done that to everyone. Look how long it took Glover to kind of come back, and Dominic Reyes is having some problems with it. Who else?
Thiago Santos.
That's what I was going to do. Thiago Santos is having some problems too. I don't know. I'm a little bit younger than those guys, and I'm more experienced than Dominic Reyes, and I'm used to having to come back from adversity and having some tough times.
Dominic Reyes didn't rebound too well after losing to Jones. He was finished by Jan Blachowicz for the vacant title, and then he was knocked out cold by Jiri Prochazka with one of the most impressive knockouts in MMA history. Who do you want to see Dominic Reyes fight next? Logan Paul and KSI made a joke at the expense of UFC president Dana White. Paul adds that he may have gone a hair too far with this one, although Dana and Logan seemed to be rather cordial with each other when White joined Paul's podcast. Impulsive, he used a clip from that very episode to poke fun at White and that shiny head of his. Paul elaborated on a podcast with YouTuber True Geordie. We kind of f***ed over Dana White a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. We didn't f*** him over, but I did him a little dirty and he might be upset with me. I don't know if he is upset. Did you see the bald video with me and KSI? You know, the scene where JJ and I are sitting down and we're like, hey man, you have any advice for us? What's the number one key to success? And we cut to Dana White and he's like, I think you guys got it figured out. And the joke was we're trying to be successful, so we shaved our heads because all bald people are successful. Though the conversation with Logan went well, it's worth noting that his brother Jake might be Dana's least favorite YouTuber. Jake Paul has been a bit brash in his approach with the UFC boss while driving the narrative of fighter pay recently. Who would you like to see Logan Paul take on in the UFC? That about does it for Sportskeeda MMA news. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and follow us on our social media platforms. Until next time. Make sure to drop a comment and potentially be featured in a future video. Here are some comments from previous videos. McGregor must be laid to rest because now he'll only be a shadow of the man he was. If you like this video, please like, comment and share. Your comments could be featured in the next Sportskeeda MMA news video. We always deliver daily content, so make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything going on in the MMA world. For updates, quotes, and exclusive interviews from all your favorite fighters, follow Sportskeeda MMA on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for tuning in.